Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope everybody is having an amazing day. Now welcome to my July cacti and succulent polytunnel collection update, and this is going to be part one of a three-part series. Part one is going to be the cactus and succulent polytunnel collection, which is in our polytunnel here, and part two is going to be the yard and our little greenhouse, because we must have a little greenhouse out there and also a yard full of many more plants out there, and that's a separate video in itself. And we also have an indoor house plant and some cacti and succulents and tillandsia collection also indoors, so that's going to be part three because it'd be just way too long to put all into this video. So this is the cacti and succulent polytunnel collection, and this is the first video it's going to go on, and I'll probably put on the yard and little greenhouse probably in the next couple of days, and then the house plant one 2 days after or the day after. May put them all the day after, but if you're watching this video in the future, then do check out them videos also. The links will already have been on, but if you're watching this now while I've put this on, the links coming up in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for them videos. Now I'm going to start on this side of the polytunnel. We have a lot in flower and bud, so it's going to be a very exciting update, guys. And I'm going to start here. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because we do know people's time is just so long. You know, you haven't got the time to listen to a very long video, and I'll try and keep it quick as I can, but detailed too, to explain. Here we have the kalanchoe here, Marneriana, loads of that's been recently flowering, loads of little babies all along it too. We have a collection of some aloes here. This one is a bulbine that we have. It's very aloe-like, but it's not. It's actually a bulbine, and this was a gift from Gardening at Douentza, Rachel. And look at that, guys. Beautiful flowers on that. Absolutely beautiful. And I've made a separate video on that, so stay tuned for that coming soon. And a lot of the individual plants that are in flower, I've made separate videos for. So if they haven't been on already, they're going to be coming up soon. So I won't go into too much detail on these. I'm just going to show you what is in flower. And now we have the echeverias here, growing very well. Here we have a kalanchoe tubiflora that has been growing very well. As you can see, that's the bottom of it there. Another aloe there as well. I'm just going to focus mainly on what is sort of happening with a lot of the flowers and everything. Here is a selection of many different types of seedlings, cacti seedlings that we have grown from mostly seed from our own plants, and also seed that we've been gifted from friends. Lots of different varieties, as you can see there. And I've made quite a few updates on these seedlings individually, and I'm going to be doing the same over the coming weeks, so stay tuned for them. I've also got a few more seedlings also in our little greenhouse, which is out in the yard, so that's going to be coming up in the video after this one. Here a selection of different types of cacti, and I said I can't go into the details, it would just be way too long, but there's just a mixture of everything. There's Gymnocalycium here, some Mammillaria, Luxemburgia there, Principiis, very unusual type of cactus. As you can see, it looks like an agave, but it is actually a cactus. Here we have a selection of ferrocacti, all coming into growth. Lots of new lovely spines on the top, as you can see, lovely fleshy, lovely new spines coming up there. And here we have Gymnocalycium, recently been flowering a lot, and we have buds coming up here. This is the first time flowering for Hans's. This is Hans's Gymnocalycium here. It's very exciting to see buds on it. This is one he bought all the way over from Sweden. And collection here, this is another one, first time flowering for us as well, so this is going to be very exciting. This one is absolutely beautiful, and look at the flowers on that, guys. And I say this is also first time flowering for us, more buds, and I say I've made a separate video on that, so stay tuned. And this one also, buds coming up on this one too, very exciting. And then we have a selection of some more ferrocacti here, many different types of ferrocacti, different types of varieties. Some of these I've had for many years. As you can see, this one here is probably well over 20 years. And when I got this one, it was tiny, about the size of this little plant, this little cactus here, and it's huge now. And this one here as well, absolutely amazing. Lovely big red spine variety. This was one that I've had for absolutely years, probably 25 years, and over the years it's pupped out on the top. As you can see, that's the main plant at the base there, and this is all the big large pups that's grown over it. And this one as well. This one is a fairly newish one that we've got, ferrocactus here, that we got last year. And here, this is not a ferrocactus, obviously. This one is one of Hans's, and it is a just look at the name of that. It is obviously a serious type. It's a Moratia sericta, It's quite an unusual one, obviously part of the Cleistocactus family, and that's doing well. Here we have a Raybutia and a mixture of more Stetelocactus there, and Raybutia here, all in bud there, which is really lovely seeing. Another Mammillaria. Mammillarias we've got that are absolutely blooming beautiful at the moment. First of all, that's a Raybutia there. Hasn't been flowering this year, which is disappointing because this one has absolutely amazing bright orange flowers on it. But I've repotted it, and I think the energy is going to the root system, but it was desperate to be repotted it, so it needs it. But sometimes they skip a year or two with the flowering, and then you get a load of flowers the following year. These ones here is my Mammillaria Bombycina and Mammillaria plumosa there. Absolutely doing them. They look very similar in appearance. The difference is this one is definitely you can touch. This one has got hooked spines underneath the wall-like hairs, and you go, oh, it would stick to you. So it doesn't look as soft and cuddly as it is not as soft as cuddly as it looks, I should say. More Mammillarias here. This one is a lovely Mammillaria Carmenera. It's beautiful spines on that, lovely dark, sort of like a caramel colour, hence the name Carmenera. These are Mammillaria spinosimas, blooming beautiful here. And here another Mammillaria spinosa. This one is a Spinosima and Pico. Loads of beautiful ring-like flowers on there. More Mammillarias. This one has been flowering beautiful. Loads of little ring flowers all the way around it here. This is another one. This is another Raybutia as well. Again, some of my old regulars that flower normally every year haven't been flowering this year. A lot of new ones have been flowering, but sometimes they can be very unpredictable, even if you give them all the right conditions. And very happy to see a lot is coming into bud anyway. And as it's still July, sometimes I have flowers right until October. It's coming into bud here. Another Mammillaria there coming into bud. This one here, Mammillaria. This is Mimillaria. I'm not quite sure. A lot of them haven't got the names of the exact types of this, but I've had them many, many years, obviously. And here, this is a Telocactus coming into lovely bud there. And here, this is a Echinocereus variety here. Come out at the Echinocereus pentalopus here. And this is Echinocereus gentrii curcumis, and this is Echinocereus gentrii. The more original one, which is more common. This has had the most amazing flowers on it so far. I made a video when this flowered only a month ago. It was amazing. A few little young plants here of different varieties, all in here. Small ones all going around. This one is absolutely amazing. This is Espostoa melon steel. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant, and I've had this for many years. This went dead at the top a few years ago, and it resprouted itself at the side, and another little growth coming out there. Very, very wonderful. Little Cleistocactus here. These are Perogia magnificus or Notocactus magnificus. It comes into two different varieties there. Sometimes it's sold as Perogia, sometimes Notocactus. Used to be under the Notocactus, but now it's more commonly seen as Perogia magnifica. Beautiful there. And this normally flowers in the August time for me, so there's still plenty of time for them to form buds. But this one here is my other Perogia magnifica. Beautiful buds, look at that, guys. Very exciting to see there. And this cactus has the most gorgeous golden yellow flowers, and also its babies have also got little flowers coming on it too. So very exciting. The next couple of weeks it's all going to be coming into flower. And here another Mammillaria here. This is a Mammillaria elongata, and it has little white flowers on it, as you can see. Mixture of everything. This is a Hoodia. Lovely big bud coming on there. The flowers on Hoodias are incredible, so very exciting to see that. There's Stapelia as well. Stapelias usually flower for us sometimes in the August time, so no signs of buds, but the fact that Hoodia, which is related, is coming to bud, there's still plenty of time for these to flower. And we have had a pretty bad summer so far. The weather's been very grey, overcast and rainy, which hasn't helped for producing flowers. So I'm amazed we've had so many flower, considering it's been so bad wet summer. But the weather's really picked up now the last few days. It's been nice and sunny, which is why all the buds are coming out. So little Perodia there, lovely little buds. And this one has been blooming beautiful. This is an Echinopsis. Loads more buds on the way, but the most amazing flowers on this. So stay tuned for a video that I have filmed when this was flowering only a couple of days ago. As the flowers have died down now, but that's a video coming up. You'll be amazed when you see that, guys. And this one here is very unusual. This is a Cleistocactus. This is Cleistocactus vulpis cauda. And with Cleistocacti, they come out, this is actually full flower. That's not a bud, that's how the flower actually is. I'll just show you there. Very unusual, but that is how these plants grow. this is how these flowers grow on these plants, and it's because they're pollinated by hummingbirds, and that makes it easier for the hummingbird to reach into these sort of strange flowers. Very unusual. And here we've had this beautiful one here. This one is an Eriosyce or Eriosyce chilensis. Beautiful flower on this, and I also filmed a video on this. If it's not gone up already, it will be up probably in the next couple of days, or next few days anyway, so stay tuned for lots of future flower videos I have made when these were in flower. I wanted to get the update video, but I'm doing that up first before anything. And here, this is Echinopsis, one of Hans's Echinopsis he's had for many years. 2 massive big flowers. That's going to be incredible when that flowers very, very soon. So much in bud, guys. And this one here is a Camelobivia. Absolutely, it's been blooming beautiful for a good few days, guys. Again, I've made a separate video on that too, so that will be coming up soon. Very, very beautiful. It's good. The reason why I like to make separate videos of the ones in flowers, because I like to go into a lot more detail, and then just so you can watch that and see the beauty, how it actually looks more detail there. Beautiful. And loads of buds. I mean, here as well we've got Astrophytums all in bud. Very exciting. Astrophytum flowers are really beautiful, I have to say. Another Astrophytum there in bud. Very exciting. And then we have more Echinopsis. Look at that. This is the first time. This Echinopsis is the first time flowering for us. Very excited. Because a lot of the ones that are first time flowering, we haven't got the... we know what they are, we know the Echinopsis, but it's a massive genus, so when they do flower it might be easier for us to ID the type, but there's a lot of hybrids and many varieties, so it's going to be difficult. This one here is also the first time flowering for us. This one is one we bought last year from, I think it was Cacti and Haag, what the label, yeah, Cacti and Haag, and this is Echinocereus cardenastiana. So very exciting to see the flowers on this first time flowering. As I say, look at that, look at that. I think this is going to flower tonight, guys, and if it does, this is also going to be another video, so stay tuned for that. All these flower videos. And again here, lovely big Echinopsis here. This is one of Hans's he's had for a long time. Big flower bud there. This one has been flowered. This is Echinopsis mammilosa, and I think there's a seed pod forming, so very exciting there. And a bit of a mixture of all different types of cacti here. This one is the Cereus spiralis, quite a wacky cactus, as you can see there. Quite unusual. It's beautiful actually, the way it sort of grows in its little spiral, like a helter-skelter shape, and loads more buds. So very, very exciting, guys. I think this is the first time flowering as well, another Echinopsis. So loads in flower. So that's that table there that's all the right hand side of the polytunnel, and hope you enjoyed the first part here. And now I'm going to show you the Opuntias. Now, Opuntias are very difficult to get to flower. They do need a lot of really strong sunshine. We have had Opuntias flower for us in the past, but I don't know if we're going to get any in flower this year. As I say, it's been a pretty grey summer so far, and they do need a lot of intense, strong sunlight to flower in cultivation. Opuntias are mainly grown just for their little wacky appearance. Hello, fly. And I personally, me and Hans love Opuntias. They're the Marmite of the cactus world. You either love them or hate them. And a lot of cactus growers will say, oh, I hate Opuntias, or they'll go, oh, I love them. And I have to say, me and Hans love them. And as you can see, there are many different varieties. We grow them mainly just because we just love the wackiness. But when they do flower, the flowers are very beautiful. And I don't think we're going to have a flower video in any Opuntia coming up this year for you guys, because I just don't think we've had enough sunshine, but we've had them flower in the past. But as I say, we've got a great collection here. Lots and lots of different types. You get the whole Opuntia group of family is a very large genus of the cactus world, and you also then in the Opuntia family you've got Ostrocylindra Opuntia, Cylindra Opuntia, and Tephro-cactus, and he goes on and on. But they're amazing group of plants in themselves. That's a couple there. We've got cuttings there on the go, just drying, rooting, and that's the Opuntias. And here under the table we have a little bowl of some jade plants, commonly known as Crassula ovatus, different varieties there. Then we have some Tradescantias here, different varieties, all underneath here. And then we have what's commonly known as the ZZ plant. We keep these under the table so they get plenty of light, but away from direct sunshine, because they do prefer more shade. Seem to be very happy here in the polytunnel. in the bit more shady spot there under the table. And then here we have our Prescyopsis cacti, commonly known as the leafy type of cacti. These are often used as grafting plants, but we just grow them because we like them, because they're sort of wacky. As you can see, we have quite a lot, so we're going to be gifting some of these away to friends and other growers. And I'm going to show you this second part of the polytunnel on the right hand side. Now we have the aloes. We have a lot of these aloes here on a plant stand, and they seem to be doing so much better. We used to have them all on the front table here, but even though our polytunnel is shaded, as you can see, the sun does, and it's even covered with bubble wrap, the sun does come right through, and they're going a little bit yellow, and they seem to have really greened up since we put most of the aloes and the gasterias and the haworthias a little bit in a more shadier position here. The sun does come right through, down through this shelf rack here, so they do get plenty of sun, when we get sun that is, but they seem to be doing a bit better now with a little bit more shade. And we have got a lot of the gasteria, well, a lot of the haworthias coming into bud. This one here with haworthia, this is haworthia I'll have to read this upside down, haworthia limifolia. And that has got a lovely bud on it there, as you can see, lovely plant. And again, difficult for me to get the camera underneath. There's a mixture of everything under there. There's aloes, haworthias and some gasterias, as you can see, hopefully a bit of a collection what we got there. The one at the back there, Alobaceri, has been flowering, and I've made a separate video on that the other day. There's a lovely bud, that's actually gasteria. That flower off that gasteria is the one at the very back there. Hopefully you'll see it there. That one, that's what's the flower stalk is coming all the way through there. Amazing. And I have made a separate video when these were both flowering, and the Alobaceri, which is at the back here. It's not looking as good now, obviously, so do check the video out if you haven't seen that. It'd be much nicer. I put that on a few days ago. And this is our aloe collection here. A lot of different types. Some I've grown myself from seed, some that I've bought over the years. A lot of these, a lot of age to them, and some of them have been gifted to us from friends. This one is my wonderful friend Paula, Buzzard Girl. So Paula, this is a lovely, doing very, very well, and quite appropriate considering it was in the pot with Muller. Need to repot this soon. A lot of repotting to do. Now this one is also in flower. This is Aloe stricta. Beautiful. The plant itself is beautiful. It's a lovely sort of peach coloration on it, and lovely to see that in bud too. So they seem to be doing very well. And some little agaves you've also got on the top. Underneath here again a mixture of gasteria aloes and Adramistrus, everything under there, and very good to see everything doing so well. This one is a lovely variegated gasteria, absolutely beautiful. And here we have more aloes I've grown myself from seed. And then here we have a couple of, this one is the lovely Kalanchoe, commonly known as the panda plant. It's two different types of this. Is the lovely furry leaves that needs repotting also. And then a lovely aloe there that we were gifted the other month. And here is this is Euphorbia triangularis. We normally have this in our kitchen when we overwinter, but now it's doing well in the polytunnel. Absolutely beautiful plant. This is one I got from Urban Plant Life a couple of years ago, and it is thriving here. Now then, we're on to this is mostly the succulent stand on here, and here we have got a mixture of everything here. These now. Most of these have all just come to the end of the flowering period. It's a mixture of Chamaecerus, Camelobivia, and some succulents that we have had in flower. And Chamaecerus are commonly known as the peanut cacti, which is because they resemble peanuts. I don't really think they do, but that's why they nicknamed that. But these have been flowering, sort of coming to the end now. I have made videos. They may already be up already. I think they have, because these have been flowering a while ago. If not, they will be coming up soon. And these ones again, Camelobivias too, some Raybusias. I keep all the smaller cacti on the top shelf here because they seem to be good, all potted up, all sort of put together, I should say. Mixture of little Raybusia, which are these are here, and this one is a little Mammillaria one, and they're Mammillaria fragilis, and Chamaecerus, Camelobivias. All different varieties. They look pretty similar when they're out of flower, but the flowers are all very different on these. That's also Raybusia, that's Raybusia albiflora heliosa. That hasn't flowered this year. It did form some buds and they fell off, which is a shame, but it's still time again. Another Raybusias here. This one has just come to the end of its little flowering, as you can see there, and this one as well. It says the Graptopetala filiferum. It's one of the miniature versions, and that has been flowering lovely. Then Fucaria as well here. And that's it. So that's a mixture of all the smaller type of cacti there. This one here obviously is a succulent. And this is one, I can't remember what this is actually. I've lost a lot of the labels, they fell off. I'll have to relabel them all. I have got them all wrote down somewhere, but I think it's nicknamed the elkhorn succulent plant, but I'm just trying to think of the proper name for it. This one here is a Crassula rubra, and it is absolutely amazing. It goes very dark red in sunshine, so we had a good few sunny days here and it's got a lovely red colour. Very easy to propagate from cuttings as well. Just stick it in water and it roots like lightning, but it makes a lovely mound if it's sort of left to really take and grow, as you can see there. Now underneath here we have all our little mixture of different type of jades all underneath there, different varieties. This one is a lovely variegated one. I'm going to be potting that up in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for a video when I do that because it's a bit top heavy. This is a lovely succulent that wonderful friend Karina gave us from Fifi on YouTube. So Karina, if you're watching this, you'll see how beautiful this plant is that you gifted us as a small cutting. I mean, look at it now. And then different types of succulents. Difficult for me to get the camera underneath, but hopefully you'll get a bit of an idea of what everything looks like. Echeverias here I've put into they're put into a bowl, and some more little jades here. Portulacaria afra varieties, the smaller variety of the Crassula jade here. And then underneath I've got a mixture of mostly Echeverias, Graptopetalums, and they have sort of flowering on and off, as you can see. And this one is actually an Aenium, but I've got it there because it looks nice all grouped together. And here more Echeverias too. They're sort of all coming into flower. This one is absolutely beautiful. Very happy to see. And this is the Kalanchoe. Gosh, having to remember all these names. Kalanchoe pumila. Yeah, oops. Gosh, Kalanchoe pumila. This one has a beautiful, as you can see, lovely leaf. The leaves are gorgeous sort of white colour to them, beautiful flowers. I've made a couple of videos on these only recently, so don't need to go into too much detail there. But more miniature Aeniums there, but doing so well. And then we have some Sansevierias, different types here. And then we have a yucca here that was gifted to us by a wonderful friend Olga from Olga's Dreamland. That's absolutely doing really well. Got a couple of them here. As you can see, Olga, they've really took root. They were gifted as cuttings and they're just thriving. And here we've got some aloes under the table. These are very large aloes. This is one of the traditional aloe veras that was Hans's. He brought all the way over from Sweden. And it is a giant. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And obviously it's not going to fit on the table because it's too huge. So we have this on the floor. And it seems to be doing very well. Another aloe here. This is, I think, Aloe arborescens. This was Hans's also. And it's thriving there, as you can see. It'd be lovely if these flowered for us. They've never flowered, these two particular ones. And it would be wonderful to see them flower because they are huge. And here we have some more jades here. We have the Crassula Hobbit, and it's also Crassula Hobbit is mainly what it's nicknamed. And here we have the traditional Crassula jade, Crassula ovata, many different types. These are two different types again. As I said, we have many different types of the Crassula ovata. As you can see, they all vary very much. This has got wavy leaves and all loads of smaller jades, all under there, different types. And this one here, the Crassula Hobbit, or the Crassula Gollum, as it's more popular, I think, known as the Gollum, is different. Slightly all different. See, this one is more of a paler colour, this one is darker. And lots of babies on the go as well that we've been gifted from friends. These were recently gifted by my very kind friend Alison, who gifted us them, who's a lovely subscriber here. So thank you for them, doing very well. And Clyster cactus here, more succulents, the Kalanchoe tomentosa, nicknamed the panda plant. This is the same type of the one, but a different variety to the one I showed you there. Very lovely. And then we have a mixture of a load of little babies on the go, all different types of Schlumberger, commonly known as Christmas and Thanksgiving cactus, and also some Rhipsalidopsis Easter cactus. These are mainly a few epiphyllums, sort of mainly cuttings in here. We've got them, a lot of our epiphyllums out in the yard, which I'm going to show you when I do the yard and little greenhouse update, which will be the video that will come on this, after this one, probably the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. But that one, is going to go into more detail about all the epiphyllums there because they're mainly all outside, but these are a lot of the smaller ones, all cuttings here taking root. And then here we have some more little Echinopsis. That should really be over with the other ones, but they're only small, so they fit nice there. These are recent additions. Echinopsis, right, and this is Perodia Consina Agnita. These were grown from seed from a very kind gentleman who we got from at the Cactus Society here in Belfast. And lovely. And here's Ceropagia sansonii. One of Hans's a cut in there that's rooting well. And here we have some more, some Euphorbia canariensis seedlings. They are really doing well here. But I recently repotted, they're thriving. This one another is Harrisia cactus, Harrisia just Bertie. It's sort of partly epiphytic. More aeniums here. This one is a beautiful aenium and variegated one, absolutely stunning. And here more aeniums there, different types and varieties. More aeniums, and then here we have begonia cuttings all on the go, all flowering. More here we have Melocactus. Again, this is a Melocactus, Hans grown himself from seed. This one is Ulbomania cactus, which isn't so commonly seen in cultivation. And this one is I've had for a number of years, very slow growing, but it's quite a special cactus. And then we have our Lophophoras and Matucanas. And Lophophoras here, a lot of these we've grown ourselves from seed, all of these. This one was gifted to me. I won it in a giveaway, so stay tuned for the video. I've done an unboxing video that's going to be coming up probably in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting. This was the one I won it in a competition on Instagram. And these are again a lot we've grown from seed. These are the ones we've had for a long time. These some of mixture of both mine and Hans's Lophophoras that had some of them well over 20-25 years. They're very slow growing, they're very special. And our Matucanas, Madissonorums, are coming into bud. Very exciting to see flowers on these. More Matucanas at the back. Keep these sort of all on the same tray because they're very similar. And then here Trichocereus pacanois that I've grown myself from seed from my own plant. Very cute, all growing very well. And then a mixture here of some more Trichocereus. This one is Trichocereus Bridgesii, nicknamed hold your ears, guys, nicknamed the penis plant because obviously how it sort of looks, it's very strange. And it's good to see new growth coming out from the skin there. And then a mixture of euphorbias here, ocotillos, two different types of ocotillos we've got there. And here's some more euphorbias growing very well, a mixture of everything. Here we have Pereschia. As I said, I showed you the Prescyopsis earlier. They're related, sort of. They're known as the leafy cacti, and very lovely leaves on these, and a few different varieties we've got here. This one has been flowering. Again, I've made a separate video the other day when this was in flower. Absolutely beautiful. And this is Bucania here, and we have a Dracena at the back there, and so good to see. And then we have here another euphorbia, nicknamed the pencil plant, doing very well. And at the back here we have some more Kalanchoe, mother of thousands plants, 3 different varieties that we have here, all growing really well. And that's it, that's the polytunnel collection, guys. And stay tuned for probably the next couple of days. I'm going to put on the yard and the little greenhouse update, because there's lots more cacti and succulents in there, and also out in the yard. And then going to do a house plant and cacti and succulent plant indoor update, the ones we've got in the house. I just want to show you that because I don't think I mentioned this. This is my one of my crassulas. I'm trying to think of the name. It's nicknamed the helicopter plant. I'm just trying to think of the proper name. I think it's Crassula fulcata. And lovely to see it's in bud. Very exciting because this has amazing orange flowers. So very exciting, guys. So lots happening. And I hope you enjoyed the video tour. I say stay tuned. Oh, yep. Loads of buds here on the Perodia Lenninghausii. Not sure if they're going to open because it's been in bud a long time without doing anything. But fingers crossed, this should be a lovely ring of flowers soon. And lots more here we're propagating. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know a little bit more on how to grow cacti and succulents and you're new to the hobby, do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye.